Hey, welcome to BreitWerks. What are we working on today? This is the 77 that we added AC back to the car. It had all been removed, and we got some really cool AC control buttons from Renline. But we're doing our last vacuum. We've already done about 3 hours on it. One more hour, and we've purged in between. So one more hour and, 30 minutes. And we're gonna charge it up, see what kind of temps we can get out of this lady. So stick around, let's see what we can get. All right, we got her all charged up. I've got the rear deck lid closed. Idle's a little low for an air conditioning system but we just started her. Let's see, if we bring it up to 1200, we're at 67.1. Make sure all these guys are open. Coming down. 66. We got all these guys pushed to the left. Have the instructions now. Feels good though. 64.2. Alright, we're gonna let her keep climbing down. Then we'll check our pressures, probably do one more round of vac, purge it out one more time. So we can get her into the 50s, that's the goal. Feels pretty good. 63. We got the little personal vent over here working. It requires its own little air hose. And this vent over there, it's not really a vent, but it feels pretty good. Got her up around 2,000 now. 61.9. Alright, we're going to keep going with this, see if we can get her into the 50s. So we got her at 59.9 at about 2,000 RPMs. 59.7 is still coming down. But what we really want to do is we want to go check these pressures. So we'll leave the door shut so it keeps cooling off the cabin. But we're going to head over here. What we're going to do is we're going to hook our hoses back up. And that's going to let us figure out how our pressures. Bring the high side up first. So let's see what we're doing on the high side. Way too high for my liking. Let's see what we got on the low side. Low side's in good space. High side's a little too much. So what we're going to do, we're going to vac her down one more time, see if we get any air in there, and go from there. So I dropped 200 grams out of the system, and also put this fan right over the rear condenser. But we're down around 240, which is great. We're a little low on the low side, so I think the 200 grams was probably a touch too much. But when we take this guy up to about 2,000 RPMs, this was coming down to about 58.5. Alright, so normal driving, you're not sitting at a stoplight, but normal driving, car will be somewhere, it's a turbo 4-speed, so it'll probably be up actually around a little over 2,000. So that gets us into the 50s for sure. It was showing 58 earlier. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add back 100 grams of the 200 that I took out, and we'll see if that makes everybody a little bit more happy. I don't want to undercharge it, but yeah, now we're down to 58.5 at 2,000 RPMs. Looks like it might even go into the 57s. So, yeah, knobs are kind of cool. Not cheap, but there is no alternative on the market right now. All the original stuff Porsche doesn't make anymore. So that's about the best answer you got. Will she get to 56? Probably not. She's been hanging out at 57.2 for a while. Maybe. Let's see. We're still at about 2,000. Let's take it up to 2,100. There we go, 56.8. Alright, so we're going to do this all over again, but we're going to put 100 more grams in the system and see what happens. But yeah, very, very cool. We want to get this guy as perfect as possible because it's been here forever. And, you know, getting this AC to work, this was amazing. So yeah, we're gonna get back on it. Alright, so this time we put in 200 more grams than the original charge. And it's really not like that on the temperature side. It's taking a while to come down. So, more importantly, let's go check our pressures. See what they're at. That's good high pressure. It's good low pressure. Got our fan on. Let's make sure that our front fan is working. Yep, I can feel her vibrating. So interestingly enough, right, it's not really a science, it's more of an art. You start with an 80% charge of what the R12 said, and right now we're at about 90% of what the R12 chart, or the R12 capacity of these cars is. So, I don't hate the pressures, I just hate the temperature. Getting down into the 50s at all. We're at 64 solid. Yeah, 64.2. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back down to our original, what we've used in all the other turbos, and see if we can get those pressures to come down and the temperature to come down. Alright, our pressures are good. Right where we want to be according to the PAT charts. 250 in the temperature we're at right now, and we do have our fan on there. Now let's see what our vent temp is. So with the door open, we're at 63. We're idling really low because we got the compressor switched on. And these old cars don't have a compressor logic that tells them to rev up a little bit. So we'll take her up to 2,000 RPM. Yeah, right there. Let's see, 63.7. 63.5. There it goes. Okay, we're going to make one more adjustment. We're going to take another 50 grams out. Oh, wait a minute. May not need to do anything. Yeah. This is what it takes to get these things right, guys. So, let's see. We're going to make one more adjustment. Alright, we got her in the 50s. So 59.0. I don't know, we're around 2,000 RPM. 58.8. 58.6. Alright, I am going to take that, but more importantly, I want to look at our final pressures. So what were our final pressures? So 275, no, 260, it's coming down a little bit against 22. So this is right in, it's gotten up maybe 90 degrees. So we are right in the sweet spot here. Alright, we're going to call that a happy little car. So got our all of our fans are working. That guy's got a fuse in them now. And then we got this guy running. One day we'll upgrade this to the Wirbelmeister. See if we can get more air coming out of those front vents. But there's only the two, main vents, so you don't get a ton of air anyway. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like these kind of videos, hit that subscribe button. Check us out at BreitWerks.com. Yes, an air-cooled Porsche can have cold air. Have a fantastic day.